to decide how to move on. For the Rockets, one game to validate the improbable rise from worst to first. To test a team built around Hakeem Olajuwon's dominating presence. For the Sonics, one game to see which Seattle team emerges. The often brilliantly athletic collection of young stars led by Shawn Kemp. Or the sometimes bewildered bunch that gives Coach George Karl nightmare. One game after 93 in such a long season of endurance. But for Houston and Seattle, the playoff future will be determined by this one game. Win, go to the Western Conference Finals. Lose, it's a tough season ended.
The Coliseum in Seattle, Washington. They know how important their voices, the home crowd advantage is. Overwhelming in this series as the Rockets and Sonics come down to a Game 7, the winner to Phoenix for the Western Division Championship. In Houston, all Rockets breezing to 3 wins by an average of 14 points. In Seattle, the Sonics dominating an average victory of 15 points, and in their last game here, Game 5, they won going away by 25. Hello, everyone. Dick Enberg, welcome aboard, along with Steve Jones and Irvin Magic Johnson. You were saying that, reflecting on your Laker days, how important that 7 game is to you.
Well, no question about it. The first quarter is the most important quarter. And usually what happens, this is going to be like a heavyweight championship bout. And you know the first blow is usually going to be by the home team. So Houston is going to have to pick themselves off the ground and be ready to sustain themselves, collect themselves, and be ready to attack after they get knocked down.
All right, so Houston has to get off the road, make it a 15-round fight, no knockouts. On the other hand, Seattle does have the advantage of this crowd.
Both of you remember the Thriller in Manila, and that's where we're going to make it this afternoon. It's got to be wild, crazy, and relentless. And you know, Joe, what happened in that one. So you got to believe that the Seattle SuperSonics have the most energy and the biggest advantage.
Well, they got the heavyweight in the middle, Hakeem Olajuwon, who may win the league MVP. Are you looking at him or someone else?
But, you know, with the Seattle SuperSonics, it is Shawn Kemp that gets all the attention. But to me, the guy that's got to show up today is Casper the Friendly Ghost. Derek McKee, who got 39 points in the 3 games here and 19 down there, has to play big. And if he does, the entire Sonics game will open up.
So McKee will be challenging Olajuwon as well as sometimes bringing the ball up court. Well, how about Hakeem? Where do you look for extra help?
Well, in the 3 losses that Houston had, Olajuwon led them in scoring. So Houston do not want Olajuwon to lead them in scoring. Look for Otis Thorpe to be the silent man today. He has to rise his game above everybody else's.
Big power forward Otis Thorpe to watch, says Irvin Magic Johnson. Well, they'll be watching closely at the Summit in Houston. They'll be cheering wildly here in Seattle. And one wonders, on which side will the Phoenix Suns be wishing and hoping and cheering today? More on that. Let's go to Dan.
All right, Dick, with the Suns indeed through to the Western Conference Finals, it's interesting to speculate who the Phoenix Suns would rather play, the Rockets or the Sonics. Now, in talking with some of the local media members here with Phoenix here today, and some of the team members, you get the feeling that the Suns would rather face the SuperSonics. The same type of tempo, up pace. They don't want to face that dangerous half-court offense with Hakeem Olajuwon in the Rockets. One thing is for sure, the Suns will have 3 days rest. The winner of this game heads out tonight to take on the Suns. No rest for the weary. Let's go back to Dick.
Seattle star Shawn Kemp, only 1 point in Game 6. He can go only one way. And Hakeem Olajuwon, maybe the league's MVP, needs only 3 blocks for 30 and an NBA record. How big will he play today?
Garnett, one of the greatest players in the game.
1, 2, 3, 4.
My goodness!
Let's go, fellas! Let's go, let's go, let's go!
There you go.
I'm getting 20.
see which team is able to play through.
Yeah, he likes to back in. Watch that hook shot.
That's right. This is what Game 7 is all about, being physical and aggressive. So what team is the most physical and most aggressive in this first quarter?
Team in red, the Rockets start with a rock first with Maxwell matched up against Pierce. Inside to Olajuwon. They leave Ori alone. And the rookie from Bama hits from long range.
The key for Houston will be tempo. They must run, but they must walk it up and slow this pace down because they don't want to get into a running game. So a lot of walking and very little running.
Olajuwon, who was third in the league in rebounds this year, gets his first off the miss by McKee. Olajuwon is so mobile and agile, you forget that he's 7 feet tall.
Now they're working against the clock, and I don't think they realize it. They don't get it up.
Well, there's a 24-second violation on the block shot against Otis Thorpe.
Sometimes a team can get so caught up in making sure that they make that extra pass, move that defense one more time. They forget that the 24-second clock is running. That's what happened the last time down for the Rockets.
And the home crowd here in Seattle drowns out any shouts from the bench of the Rockets. Perkins for 3. Olajuwon has it batted away by Shawn Kemp behind him, and it'll be Houston going the other way, 2-0. A minute plus played here at the Coliseum. 14,000 plus the sellout, nearly 15,000. They sold standing room for this game as well.
Okay, what Seattle is doing now, running and jumping, doing a lot of trapping. And there's a three-pointer there by Kitten Smith. But what they want to do is try to up the tempo of the game here. Try to get Houston to take quick shots.
What you'd like to Seattle try to do once a made basket is come out of the backcourt a lot faster than Gary Payton is doing. Smith is up, nuisance pressure. Now they're working against the clock. It's down to 10.
Kemp with 5, Payton with 4. Gary Payton, who played down the road at Oregon State, has the first Seattle points.
Derek McKee is a designated double-team guy along with Ricky Pierce, and they're going to leave him alone.
Olajuwon sets it up for Otis Thorpe. Thorpe leads all players in the playoffs with a 63% field goal percentage. On shots like that, it'll only go up.
Can any other big man in this league do that? Put it on the floor and go around and then still make the pass. Beautiful move by Ricky Pierce then.
Here's the Sonics leading scorer.
Every time Olajuwon gets it, there's going to be a double team. This time an interception.
Gary Payton, no numbers there for Seattle. Over Ori, and he is fouled by the rookie.
Olajuwon shows the ball, and that's what gets the defense reacting, and Otis Thorpe is right in there for the easy do.
And here comes Ricky Pierce, and he got challenged there, but he just got it. A semi-hook shot right over the top for 2.
Payton, a 77% free throw shooter on the season. As his third point, 7-5, the Houston lead with 9:13 left in this opening period. Both teams beat Phoenix in Phoenix this year. In fact, Seattle had a winning record against the Suns, 3-2. Houston was 2-2. Ori. That's a three-pointer. Robert Ori with 5.
See, when a team traps you, you must attack that trap. You must go to score against a trap, and that's what Houston is doing. They're not just taking the trap and then setting up. They're going to score against it.
Olajuwon sweeps off his second rebound. It's Maxwell sneaking in, fouled by Perkins.
First rule of defense is to stop the ball, but Mad Max was in a sprint, and all of the Sonics were retreating. You see, no one comes to him. Everyone is reaching in from the outside. You're not going to be able to stop a quick guy like Maxwell until he gets into the heart of the defense. He thought he was shooting. They say no.
Ori having trouble getting the ball in.
I thought he was shooting too.
You talked to the officials before the game. I I guess you don't know him as well as you thought.
Yeah, well, they know I'm sitting on the sideline right now. They would have gave me that foul.
Three-pointer for Smith is off the mark, and it's Kemp the other way to Payton. Pierce, offensive foul, no basket. The foul against Pierce. He cleared room with a shoulder.
Well, this is an excellent call here because what happened is Maxwell really didn't go for the pump fake. He just stayed down, and what Ricky did was threw his shoulder into Maxwell to cause the offensive foul. Good defense by Maxwell.
And here comes McKee, and we'll see if the Sonic defense can force a mistake. But right now, the Houston Rockets are playing with a lot of poise.
Inside to Thorpe. 4 seconds on the shot clock.
This is a different Houston Rocket team than I've ever seen before. They're not forcing shots. They're really looking for the open man and looking for the best shot available. And usually they're jacking it up from everywhere.
Horry way off the mark. Side of the board was battling the clock. And they didn't get a very good play out of that.
You give Rudy Tomjanovich all the credit for creating the atmosphere for this team to grow up and mature and to be able to respect one another and to know that if I pass the ball, I'm going to get it back. In past years, when they passed it, it was going because I wasn't getting it back, and that's just the end of that game. So you never knew which team was going to show up, the selfish team or the unselfish team.
Payton from the side. Olajuwon's third rebound. Beautiful pass by Maxwell, and Thorpe with a slam. He has 4, and Houston's lead is up to 7.
See, that's what dribble penetration will do for you. It'll create a lot of easy layups or dunk shots. And Maxwell's done that, 2 times in this quarter so far.
Right now, the Sonics have no idea of how they want to score. Even though they get that 3 ball from Sam Perkins, there's some confusion in how they want to attack the Houston Rockets.
The new Sam Perkins since coming to Seattle. The green light is on for him to go after those 3 points. He used to challenge Mike Dunleavy with the Lakers in their practices from long range. Olajuwon is fouled. Timeout, 6:47 left in the quarter.
Again, they don't get to Maxwell and stop him with the ball. The penetration breaks the defense down. Otis Thorpe with a hammer.
Houston with the early lead by 4.
Off it comes to Chapman, almost overthrown. Chapman, long shot up. Oh! He is! 1.9 left in regulation. Chapman hit it. This shot, not even the shot, even the catch was hard to make. It looked like for a moment it was going to be thrown over Chapman's head. Look at this.
This is highlight rim, get down, Rex Chapman.
Game 7, 33-year-old veteran for the Sonics, Ricky Pierce, leading his team in scoring against the Rockets, and you pull out all stops now. He says that he hadn't done this for a while. Before the game, writing the name Carl, his father, who passed away 3.5 years ago and was his inspiration, making him think about the man who helped him to be strong and hopefully to play big today. 10-point lead for the visitors from Houston. This series hardly kind to the team on the road. Kemp double team.
Cage on the drive. And Olajuwon with a foul.
See, that was poor scouting report. Here, you don't run out at Michael Cage. You make him shoot the jump shot. And Robert Horry should have known better, because you know that Michael Cage wants to drive. So what you do is you let him sit out there with the ball and let him come to you. Instead, he ran out there, and that's why he got the foul.
Olajuwon has that perplexed look because it looked like Cage led with the elbow, but he got the call anyway.
Cage, who we're about to say, not a very good free throw shooter on the year, shot under 47%.
Well, his job, Michael Cage's job for the Seattle SuperSonics, to play good defense and rebound basketball. And only time he is able to shoot is off of offensive rebound.
Houston continues to lead by 10, a very quiet home quarter. Remember 2 weeks ago in the final game of the Utah series, Seattle scored only 30 points the entire first half, but came back with 70 in the second. Ripped down by Kemp. Olajuwon almost had the ball, and the fans thought almost a foul. Cage from outside. Off Kemp, out of bounds to Houston.
See, you got to play smarter than that. See, you're at home. You know that you're not a good jump shooter. So why take the jump shot in Michael Cage? Right now, this is game 7. You can take a jump shot in game 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But in game 7, you can't take them shots because you know you can't make them anyway. So give it to somebody else. Let them shoot the jumper. Ricky Pierce, Eddie Johnson, those are your jump shooters.
Nate McMillan, one of the top defensive guards in the league, with a steal. Well, that's what Seattle does best. They led the league in turnovers, led the league in steals, and they convert a quick 2 off that one.
See, that got this crowd going. That was their first layup that they got in the game so far.
Out of bounds was McMillan as he tried to make the save.
One of the few mistakes that Horry has made here in the first quarter. He thought he was going to be able to feed, and he wasn't. And then at the other end, it's Nate McMillan with great vision. McKee over the top.
Houston 22, Seattle 14. Closing minute and a half of the first quarter.
They want to try to get the ball to Olajuwon down on the box and make something happen after the double team comes to him.
Maxwell with 8. Rebound to Cage. Good hustle by the Rockets defense. They denied the break, but could not stop Ricky Pierce, who has 4.
And there's your jump shooters. See, get the ball to the guys who can shoot them jump shots. That's what Ricky Pierce is out there for, and they got it going.
Foul on Cage as Olajuwon goes up for a quick jumper. First on Michael, who played at San Diego State. And you know that George Karl loves Michael Cage. He just talks glowingly about what a hard work. He gives you what he has.
And Olajuwon is going to take everything that he has and make him bring some more. When he's down on the box, you have to fight for every spot on the floor. That time, Cage finally gave up that good post-up position, tried to reach in, and that's what caused the foul. You cannot let Olajuwon receive the ball, because once he gets it down in a solo situation, he's going to get a shot.
Matt Bullard makes his first appearance. Another good three-point shooter at 6'10" is Bullard. He is in for Robert Horry.
Let's see if if Seattle goes for 2 for 1 here. They try to get up a quick shot where they can get the last shot of the quarter.
Pierce blocked by Olajuwon, his first today, his 28th of the series. No one has ever blocked 30 shots in NBA history in a playoff series. He needs 2 more.
Well, they keep bringing it to him, and he's going to keep chasing it. Pierce wanted a foul, thought he got hit underneath. Shot clock at 4.
McKee kicked in by Nate McMillan. Going to double check, and Olajuwon was credited with a block earlier, so he is one away from doing something no defensive player ever has accomplished. Maxwell for three. With 7 seconds on the clock, out of bounds to Houston.
Well, Maxwell got bailed out that time. He took a quick shot when he should have been really looking to take that shot maybe up under 5 seconds, but he took it at 10 seconds, and they got a lucky break there with 7 seconds on the shot clock here.
Smith with a fine drive. Kenny Smith. And Houston back on top by 8. Oh, Eddie Johnson, who hit one just like that earlier in the series at the end of the third quarter, game 2. And at the end of the first period, Houston leads by 8. Robert Horry, the rookie from the University of Alabama, key player, and the Rockets trying to stem the odds against a road team winning a Game 7.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, with no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up.
every year in the league, 9 straight years. Boy, they didn't come close to getting a shot off. Rooney says, hey.
You hear the nightmare in full bloom right now. Inside, he forces McKee to lose control of the basketball. Back at the other end in a one-on-one situation, Page can't contain him. McKee is too late, and when he's that deep, he's going to get a score.
Meanwhile, George Karl sends back 3 starters. Perkins, Payton, and Kemp are in now for the Sonics. Eddie Johnson and Nate McMillan rounding out the 5. Kemp, well, he scored 3 points in a game, a quarter, in this one. Shawn Kemp.
Well, the reason for that is because, see, when he's in the ball game, Hakeem Olajuwon guards him, so he has to shoot over a bigger man than he's normally playing against.
Ricky Pierce draws the foul. Appeared to be on Maxwell, and with it a timeout. 9:49 remaining in this opening half in Seattle, where Houston leads by 8.
Oh, we're in for a dandy tonight.
What else can you say? She does not quit.
That's what she's so good at. It's just a terrific athletic move. Razzle, dazzle, rise, fire, and hit another one. Oh, I'm buying tickets to see her play any night, any city, anywhere.
Oh, boy.
Behind the back.
That's what she is so good at.
You gotta be kidding me.
You're so good.
We'll have to let it go from midcourt. Over her head. Knocks it down.
She is amazing.
Gonna bring one to him. I mean, that is a tough shot.
The other way. Cash is blocked.
Takes right of the lane. The runner off the glass is good.
Going one-on-one. Goes right by Izzy. Lays it up. And you gotta be kidding me.
To White. Down the baseline. Nice pass to Brown.
To the left side. Got away from everybody and score.
Great pass.
Line to Betty Lennox. She'll drive all the way to the basket. Lay it up.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like a
Back in Seattle with an eye on the budding superstar Shawn Kemp, and NBC, of course, is an equal opportunity employer. We heard what Snapper Jones had to say about Kemp. Your turn, Magic.
Well, the only way you can get a shot off on a shot block is to take it right at him and say, oh, I'm a double clutch on the other side and score. And that's what Shawn Kemp did.
Could you do that?
Oh, could I? Oh, no. I might pull all the muscles in my body trying to go up on the other side. My hang time about 10 seconds. Up and down.
Inside goes Herrera. Garland gets the rebound and a foul. George Karl leaping off the bench across the way, thought it was a clean block.
I don't know what for, because what happened was it was a great block on the first try here. I think that was Sam Perkins who came over. No, Ricky Pierce came over, and then excellent pump fake, and he got hit. So what is he jumping for? It was a good call by the referee.
Foul on McKee, his first.
You know what he's jumping for. He wants some help. He's the coach. You know, you're soon to be one of those if you don't watch out, and you'll be jumping up and down yourself.
Well, he'll get some hang time then, won't he? Just Lloyd doesn't hang himself. He did that job.
You got that right.
Houston now moving 10 for 10 from the line. Payton the other end.
They're going to the hot man, which is Ricky Pierce.
Second chance for McKee. He has 4.
Olajuwon got a quick breather. He's a great defensive rebounder. They haven't had a lot of second opportunities. He's coming back in the ball game now to make sure that they don't get outscored.
Very small Houston team on the court now. Garland, Brooks, Herrera, Horry, and Thorpe. Thorpe playing for Olajuwon, and now here comes Hakeem back in.
Substitution. Replacing number 7, Karl.
With Olajuwon off, you can see how deep everybody is pushed in underneath. Derek McKee just picks it up and spoons it back in.
Thorpe works his way with a left hand. Otis Thorpe has 6.
And give Rudy Tom Johnson credit, because what he did was he used the TV timeout to get Hakeem rest, and then he brought him right back after that, because I tell you, the guy got to be tired, but he's using the TV timeout to their advantage.
Rudy T's going to send his starting guards back in, too. They're getting ready to return Maxwell and Smith. Garland, who's played for Golden State, the Clippers, Denver, and his first year in Houston. Horry for three. Olajuwon down with Perkins, and really a jump ball.
Well, somebody forgot to box him out. The best man on the court. You can't leave him and not box him out. Now, watch Hakeem come out of nowhere here and just, hey, come over the top. Good effort right there by Olajuwon. I mean, he's all over this place, all over the court, just making plays defensively and offensively.
Hakeem, meaning a wise one or doctor in Arabic. And in terms of a man who had never played this game, he was a team handball star in his native Nigeria. Hadn't seen a game till he came to the United States. UCLA and Bill Walton was his first memory of this game. He's become pretty smart.
Well, that's the scary part, and that tells you about his quickness and his athleticism. And on top of it, he's got a tremendous scoring touch. Picks up a personal foul, his second. They did a good thing that time by challenging him out on the floor.
There he is against the rest of the league. First in blocks, fourth in scoring, fourth in boards, and 13th in steals and field goal percentage. A top candidate, to be certain. That's going to be announced sometime next week.
And the thing about it is that it's too bad you can't have two MVPs, because you know Charles Barkley's going to win it. He deserves it. But Olajuwon deserves it as well.
Thorpe makes the steal. Goes to Hakeem. Back out to Smith. Thorpe muscles for the rebound. And the foul.
Reaching in. Shawn Kemp reached in.
Shawn Kemp is second.
You know, it's funny. We're sitting here, and it's 4 minutes to go to the half. Well, right here, you're going to see the offensive board right here by Otis Thorpe, and then Shawn reached in right here and fouled him. But it's 4 minutes to go, and it's only 36-28. And the tempo is all Houston. They wanted this slowed down game. They have taken the crowd out of the game, and they've responded by also shooting the ball pretty well from the outside.
Otis Thorpe low on his team from the line during the regular season, shooting under 56%. He's really a true power forward at 6'10" and 246. Misses them both. Misses at the line today by the Rockets. Kemp from 18. McKee. Perkins for three. Olajuwon, boy, what great position he gets for the rebound.
When he's in the game, there are very few second chances, and that really presents a problem for a team like Seattle that thrives on second chance points, getting the ball, pushing you underneath. But you'll see the acceleration of Maxwell is what gets the advantage against Derek McKee. McKee was trying to time his position, couldn't hold it, and that quick burst got him on his heels. Maxwell on the line.
Well, see, Steve, what happens is a little man, you can play a little man in a half-court offense, but where a little man causes you problems is when he's coming in transition. And believe me, I know, trying to play against Kevin Johnson, Muggsy Bogues, John Stockton, all these guys, when they were coming at me on a break situation, I was at their mercy, much like Derek McKee and trying to guard Maxwell when they're running on the break.
Maxwell's 2 free throws give him 4, and a 10-point Houston lead. 4 to go. No knockout punch thrown by Seattle yet. Not close.
Not even a lot of combinations. That's really the concern. You know, Carl again goes back to that energy thing, and the Houston Rockets can keep unplugging them, or a turnover.
Takes it away from McKee. Olajuwon. He won't miss many of those. Wide open.
I think you got to get a timeout here for Seattle to really get them into what they want to run. Because right now, there's a lot of confusion going on.
And they just are trying to make it happen. And you see, those are tough shots. Olajuwon comes in there and forces up another tough one. They're going to get a jump ball. Every time they drive, Olajuwon hovers.
Boy, he just springs out at you, doesn't he?
Now you watch how high Pierce has to make an adjustment on that shot. And if you don't hit that thing just right, you end up with a miss, and Horry ties him up, and they got a jump ball.
He makes even 5-footers tough percentage shots.
And the thing that's different between him and David Robinson is the fact that one thing about Olajuwon, he almost go after every shot. I mean, every shot, whether he can get it or not. And David will get most around the basket, but Hakeem will even run out on a jump shooter and try to block his shot.
Kemp goes out with only 4 points as Michael Cage replaces him. Boy, it looks like he's got a coat hanger in those shoulders, doesn't he?
See if they can get the ball to Sam Perkins down on the box. He's a good low post player, but they're not going through it.
Ooh, Perkins barely saving that pass. 7 on the clock as McMillan hits from the side. McMillan, not known for his shooting prowess, has 4.
Well, Dick, he's really improved since the last 2 or 3 years. I mean, he's really added to his game.
Play by Derek McKee. Loose ball, and McKee just fly swatted it ahead to Pierce.
The reason for the success of the play, they double-teamed Kenny Smith. He didn't pass the ball before the double team got there.
Maxwell quiets the crowd as he nails a 3. That's the launching pad for the Rockets.
Well, it's a beautiful dribble penetration by Kenny Smith. Then he kicked it back out to Maxwell for an easy 3-point shot.
And they're trying to isolate Olajuwon away from the hoop and get the ball to Ricky Pierce so he can come off the wing.
Blocked on that occasion. Horry got a piece of Pierce. 3 on the clock and the turnover. Olajuwon to Maxwell.
But Dick, that was a beautiful play because Nate McMillan had to steal, and what Maxwell did was tipped it right over, and I don't know right here if Maxwell's hurt or not.
No,
I mean, not Maxwell, excuse me, McMillan.
Looked like as Maxwell broke by him that he might have taken a part of the anatomy of Maxwell in the jaw. That's not the kind of knockout punch we were alluding to earlier. Let's just see how that did occur. Perhaps it's when he fell going after the ball.
After Olajuwon makes the steal, McMillan is trying to stretch out and make a save. And he comes down face first.
Ooh. May have cut his chin, but is obviously not serious. Timeout.
All right, welcome back to Seattle Coliseum. Dan Hicks courtside as the Seattle trainer works on Nate McMillan. He indeed took a shot on the chin as he dove for a loose ball. They are taping it up right now, but I just talked to the trainer, and they said they will indeed give him a couple stitches at halftime to make sure that the wound stays shut in the second half. But he should be playing in the second half. Let's go back to Dick.
Well, our boxing analogy continues. Frank Furtado, the cut man for Seattle. And he really
how he got it. I mean, face first. And, that's why they call it hardwood. It'll split something.
Seattle fighting against Houston's biggest lead, 11, as Pierce guns. He leads the Sonics with 14.
I tell you, if it wasn't for Ricky Pierce playing this well, Seattle would really be down in a hole.
Won't go down for Vernon Maxwell. It's Pierce with a rebound. Pass to Perkins, blocked by Olajuwon, goaltending.
There's an example of what you talked about. Comes after everything on the dead sprint. Perkins looks like he's wide open, and out of nowhere, Olajuwon hand shows up to get a piece of the ball.
That man should be Mr. They should call him Mr. Hustle, because he hustles and he's after every loose ball, every shot. He's really been involved, that being Hakeem Olajuwon.
Turnover, Maxwell to Payton. And Olajuwon, look at how he hustled to go down for the rebound. He beat the little guys back there.
Well, see, now this is not Houston's game right now. See, they're playing Seattle's game right now. They're going quick. They're shooting quick, and they're trying to do things they can't do, and they're turning the ball over. That's what you don't want to do against Seattle.
Smith foul with just under 39 seconds to go in the half.
You You talk about big men and being able to run. Olajuwon has been one of the best throughout his career. You'll see how he hustles down, gets the defensive rebound to keep the Sonics from getting another opportunity. This first half has Olajuwon written all over it at the defensive end. You don't get anything inside without knowing that he's around.
Led the team with 13 rebounds on the season. He has 8 in the first half. Bullard comes in.
Can you imagine, Dick and Steve, if Houston wins, they would have in the Final Four, well, I wouldn't say the Final Four, the NBA Final Four, all the candidates for the MVP. Every top guy in the league.
And only the Suns not in the top defensive category. When we say defense wins playoffs, that's certainly bearing out. New York and Chicago, top 2 teams that go at it in the East. These 2 teams are 3 and 4 overall in the top defensive teams in the West.
So Olajuwon's going to get a quick breather. They close the half out. Let's see if Seattle gets something going to the hole.
Pierce. And it's Cage fighting for the 2. 23 seconds, so the shot clock is off.
Well, at least he knows, unless they do something here that's stupid in terms of Houston, at least Rudy T knows that he's going to go in no further than 7 down, but if they shoot quick, it could be 5.
Oh, no-look pass with 3. Bullard. Oh, my, with 7/10 of 1 second left in the half. Bullard drops to 3. No shot. And Houston. Turnovers committed in the first half. If they can play that kind of protect the ball pace, the Rockets will be tough to beat. There you see the leading scorers. Good balance for Houston, and only one man putting it in the bucket for Seattle, Ricky Pierce.
Pierce's job is to keep them close, to keep them in contact, and hope that Eddie Johnson or Shawn Kemp or Derek McKee finally get a hot hand and give him a little bit of a help at the offensive end. And we'll find out if the Sonics come up with some sort of game plan to get Kemp the ball where he has a chance to score.
Same 5s that started for both teams, and Payton barely saving Kemp's pass. 5 on the clock, and Payton. Olajuwon, Kemp took it away from him. And the foul. Ori is the first player in the game to pick up number 3.
Kemp has said he has to be the catalyst and trying to do so at the offensive end. He and Olajuwon battle for the ball at top 3, and Ori reaches in, gets him across the line. They've got to get a big game from the Rain Man here in the second 24 minutes.
Only a second, remember, earlier in the half. First half, it was Ori that did not get a foul, went instead to Thorpe. So no one on either side in foul trouble. 2 the most any player is strapped with, and Kemp has his 5th and 6th points and the first of the second half.
Here comes that full-court pressure. And right now they're going to try to just run and jump, make them use some clock. That is, Houston wants Seattle wants Houston, excuse me, to use some clock and take them out of their set.
Smith to Hakeem. Offensively, can't connect. Seattle with a chance, but no one wanted the shot. Pierce clearing the way with 10. Perkins. Well done. First 4 points of the second half to Seattle. Maxwell answers for Houston. He has 11.
He froze Kemp that time. I don't think he thought he was going to actually shoot that ball.
McKee on the second chance. Hakeem knocks it out to Smith, and Maxwell a free pass.
Beautiful pass by Kenny Smith, though, to get it out to him and let him just run up under it, Dick, and lay that ball in.
What happens when you play out of desperation? Sometimes you tire very quickly. And let's see if the Sonics can keep coming up with second efforts here early in the third quarter. Inside to Perkins, left it short.
Appeared to be Thorpe on the foul.
Vernon Maxwell attacked the pressure, and that's the reason he was able to get off an early opportunity And in an open court, all he wants to do is make sure he's got control of the ball for another easy two.
Sam Perkins goes to the line as Thorpe has committed his third.
And Dick, remember we were talking about that knockout punch or that blow that knocked you down. Here it comes. It seems like right now Seattle has picked up their intensity. They're hitting the board, and Houston is going to have to withstand what is about to be thrown at them. And so far, 4 quick points by Seattle, 4 quick return points by Houston. So that jab that they threw in terms of Seattle, Houston threw a jab right back.
8-point game. Bob Arum and Don King are listening. You two men might have work after this. Horry is short. McKee holding off Thorpe to make the play, and Thorpe will get the foul. That's number 4. So he'll come out immediately. Herrera replaces him.
So the first break goes to Seattle as the ball is short, and you can see McKee had an arm inside. Thorpe trying to get around him.
Depended on the angle that you saw that. Chance for Seattle to get within a half dozen. Payton in the first half brings the Sonics within 6. His third.
See, when you got the crowd going crazy like this, you don't want to pick up cheap fouls like this. That's George Karl's reaction right there. He didn't want that cheap foul because, see, the crowd is going crazy, and you want to keep that.
Horry, a beautiful pass, but Herrera denied by Kemp, but a foul. His third.
Kemp was right in his face to tell him no cheap stuff in here today. Herrera goes up strong, but Kemp comes hard and quick. He thought he got all of it. Yes.
Like that. Yeah, here we go. I like that. That's the way it's supposed to be. No layups. This is the no layup rule now. In the playoffs, there's no layups allowed. You go to the free throw line. See? You made him miss. So if you knew if you let him have a dunk, that's an easy 2. Now he has to go make 2. He missed the first one. Let's see what happened on the second one.
Herrera at 6'9". He was the center on the Venezuelan Olympic team. They went 2-5 in Barcelona. Through the maze of distractions, Herrera 1 out of 2 and has 3 points in the game. 9 to go in the third.
Now Seattle's going to have to make their move now. You got Otis Thorpe on the bench.
Pierce for 3. And suddenly it's a 4-point game. Last time Seattle this close, it was 12-8. Herrera scores. Does it count? No. Charging on Herrera.
Dick, that was a bad play by Karl. He should have kicked it right here to Olajuwon. He's wide open. Instead he tried to make the play itself, and that's where the charge came in. He should have kicked it to the open man.
Kemp from outside. 53-51 Houston, and Rudy Tomjanovich is going to call a timeout, I believe.
What they need to do now is get the ball inside to Olajuwon.
Well, that's where he was going to get it in there. They do. Oh, throws up a prayer and kisses it home. 10 for Olajuwon.
He's their anchor, and whenever they get in trouble on either end of the floor, he's the guy that's going to have to bail them out. Now they're trying to get the ball back to Shawn Kemp.
And here's a steal. Olajuwon to Herrera with Perkins to beat. Perkins does a good job, but there's Olajuwon. Omnipresent. Maxwell, but again it was Hakeem who got the ball, kept it alive. 6-point game. That was a big trip for Houston.
Big steal by Hakeem, I should say, because that took some of the momentum out of Seattle.
There he is, he chased it, tipped it back in.
Sam Perkins with 11.
You got 2 or 3 Houston Rockets still in the backcourt. Look like they're tiring right now.
2-point try. Hakeem out hustling Pierce for the loose ball. It's 10 rebounds for Hakeem. Foul. And the pace becoming frantic here at the Seattle Coliseum. 4th foul on Shawn Kemp.
Olajuwon makes a good read to clear the ball, and Horry comes strong. Kemp comes back at him to pick up his 4th personal foul.
Underneath, Parker. What a shot! Get out of town!
Oh, Ginobili crossover move. Oh, Crawford, what moves he shows.
Now that is a highlight play there.
Terrific finish at the rim.
It's the Diesel.
Hands just flying through the air.
Richardson puts it down. The steal by Iverson. He wins it. He won the game. Baseline drive. Kid throws it up. How did he do it?
Superman just took off on another flight without his cape.
We're having too much fun out there.
DeBello alley-oop.
Oh, baby.
Delaney will for the win. He got it. Fred Nauer hits the buzzer beater.
With 3 to 2 for the winner.
Hakeem Olajuwon. You saw Tom Jonovich get the ball to the big man, and so they did.
And Olajuwon showing his balance. He's knocked off, but when he shot the ball, he had great presence to be able to get that one away. You'll see the reactions with his hands, some of the quickest in the league, not just for a center, but anybody. And then hustling down to keep the ball alive to give Vernon Maxwell one more chance to keep Houston on top.
See 2 points, you see a steal, and you see a rebound all in the same sequence. Here you see his numbers, 10 and 10, 2 blocks, 2 steals, 3 assists, 1 block away from becoming the first ever in a playoff series, any series in NBA history, to collect 30.
Well, superstars rise to the occasion. This is a big, big game. You saw that Charles Barkley did it at San Antonio, Michael Jordan at Cleveland, Patrick Ewing down in Charlotte series, and now you're seeing it right here with Hakeem Olajuwon playing in this game here.
Robert Horry scored 7 all in the first quarter. That's his first point since. A 5-point Houston lead after Seattle had pulled within 2.
See if the Rockets can reestablish themselves defensively, where they make the Seattle SuperSonics take more time off the clock and then shoot the ball going away.
Derek McKee. He has 6.
Good pass by Sam Perkins. Matter of fact, he told Derek to cut. He nodded to Derek to cut before he could make that pass to him.
Olajuwon fall away, 10-footer for 12.
Now they should come right back to Sam. See, that's what I understand about teams. Come right back to Sam, you can get a good shot again because Herrera cannot guard Sam Perkins down low.
Olajuwon clears to Kenny Smith. And the former Tar Heel drills the 15-footer for his 11th point.
Okay, now, with Seattle now, if they want to get close again, go to Sam Perkins. Now he has Maxwell.
Right now.
Pulls down another.
He took his headset off. He can't take it. He just threw it down. He's driving him crazy.
I bet I'd never be a coach. see, they went to the mismatch. Give Houston credit. They saw that Eddie Johnson was on Hakeem, and they went down and to him.
And Maxwell outside for the three. And a foul on a push underneath by Carl Herrera, his third.
Can we go back to that play again?
Now he's going to produce. Now he's going to be the videotape engineer.
If we got that.
Sonics with the ball in a 7-point deficit. McMillan back in with a big advantage on his team. Dana Barros, his first appearance. He's in the game seconds and hits a two. Barros, one of the better three-point shooters in the league.
Well, that's the reason that George Karl brought him into the game for his outside shooting and his scoring.
And a turnover.
And the crowd, Dick, loves the little man, Dana Barros. The crowd really gets behind him when he comes into the game.
A little bit of that confusion we talked about that the six-man in the crowd can create. Houston making more turnovers here in the third quarter than they did in the first 24 minutes. They're so well tonight.
Over Olajuwon, McKee can't hit. Top shot by Perkins. The former Los Angeles Laker and Dallas Maverick has 13. Back to a three-point game. 4.5 to go in the third. Olajuwon double team. McMillan. Maxwell got a hand on it. McMillan saves. Eddie Johnson to tie. At 62. The first time it's been even since the opening tip-off. Johnson, 3 points. 15 minutes, 58 seconds to play to Phoenix.
Players in the game. My goodness! Whoa.
Let's go, fellas! Let's go, let's go, let's go!
There you go, John.
First ever game for the women's NBA.
Weatherspoon at the buzzer, a three.
The Houston Comets have won their 4th straight.
And the first appearance by Edna Campbell.
Am I watching a game or am I watching a highlight film?
She does it for the first time in WNBA history.
Now the back-to-back is yours. Congratulations.
Oh my! Deanna Nolan.
Oh, it's good and we got a ball game. That right there, everyone, personifies what the WNBA is all about.
Welcome back to the NBA's greatest games.
Back at the Coliseum in Seattle as they chant Eddie, Eddie for Eddie Johnson, who's 3, capping a 7-0 run by the Sonics to tie it at 62. 3:58 left in the third.
Let's see if the Houston Rockets regain their composure and get the ball into Olajuwon where he can control things. They've been entering the ball into the post from a bad angle, and he's not been able to really get the spacing that they like.
Last touched by Seattle with 2 seconds on the clock, so Houston has to fancy up something quick. Vernon Maxwell, remember at the Summit in the last game, fired up a quickie. It's Olajuwon here, right in the bottom of the well.
Remember, we were talking about that knockdown punch. Well, Houston has received it now. Now let's see how they respond, and also see if these last 3:30 that Seattle can keep this pressure on defense up too.
Well, one of the things the Sonics have done to get back in it is get higher percentage shots. They've been going inside and staying close to the rim with McKee and Perkins. They haven't really had to pull the trigger deep out on the floor.
Well, the key has definitely been Sam Perkins.
Beautiful block by McKee. Barrels for 3. That's the first time Seattle has led in the game. 65-64.
Well, like I was telling you, Dana Barrels is in this game because, first of all, number one, fresh leg. Second of all, nobody has been scoring that well, and they brought him in to see if he can give them some scoring.
And it's a foul.
It's a strong, aggressive drive by Kenny Smith to get inside, but a good reaction by Perkins to get a piece of the ball, and then it's Dana Barrels. Nobody comes to him. You can't give a shooter that much daylight.
Foul was on Eddie Johnson, sending Herrera to the line. Shawn Kemp returns for the Sonics, and Scott Brooks in for Houston. Herrera 1 for 2 from the line, looking for his 4th point. Played his college ball in Houston with the Cougars. His troubles continue at the line. This one to tie. Bedlam in the Coliseum. Olajuwon makes it look so easy.
And remember, Seattle's done all this with Shawn Kemp and Ricky Pierce on the bench. So they're going to be fresh for the 4th quarter.
This is where they're getting in trouble right now. Trying to enter the post from a bad angle. They're trying to force the issue, and they get the turnover. In the first half, they didn't do that.
Perkins, Olajuwon was outside, and he immediately made the drive.
Well, Steve, they got the wrong man. Houston has the wrong man trying to enter the post and Vernon Maxwell because Nate McMillan is so much taller than him.
And Vernon Maxwell, as Seattle enjoys its biggest lead 3, negates it with 1 attempt.
Good pass right there to Kemp, who got fouled by Hakeem. But that's the last time down for Houston. They let Scott Brooks in there, who got a little man, Dana Brooks, on him, and it made it easier for the entry pass.
3rd foul on the Houston Star.
The team has 3, but there are 2 players out there that have 4. Shawn Kemp is 1, Otis Thorpe is the other. Both coaches are gambling right now that they can get another minute and 40 of something out of them without another personal. Horry goes out of the ball game. Bullard, who is a real good perimeter player, back in, but not the passer or ball handler that Horry is.
Kemp makes them both 69-67. 1:39 to go in the 3rd quarter. Seattle sparked in this period by Sam Perkins, 10 points, and a tougher defense.
They're trying to get the ball inside to Olajuwon.
Maxwell with a good finish on Kemp. Olajuwon touched it last. Perkins didn't want to take any chances. He's still in the crowd. Here he comes. Now he's in the picture. Eddie Johnson was a 3. Bullard rebounds, and here comes Scott Brooks, who played at UC Irvine, Southern California.
It's taking them them a long time, Houston, to get into something on their offensive end because pressure defense that Dana Burrows has applied.
Bullard with a bat home to tie it at 69.
The Sonics are forcing Hakeem to be trapped in the corner, which is not giving him an angle to throw the ball out. They were lucky to get a score.
Olajuwon got his hands on it. There's his record block. 30th. Does it count? No. There was a whistle before the play. Bullard got the foul.
Coming down the lane, Olajuwon gets his hand on it, then the ball comes up. Again, that just tells you how quick this guy is with his hands and getting off his feet. It's tough to really get anything off when he's in the paint.
Well, the experience of being a soccer player in his native Nigeria, and he has such great feet and coordination, and then the team handball, the quickness of hands, and those two have really translated well for this NBA game.
So you've given us new fundamentals for basketball.
That's what you have to do. Kemp gives Seattle the lead again.
Substitution for Seattle, number 44.
All kids have to play soccer first before they can be a basketball player.
A lot of them are. Perkins with 10 in the quarter is rested. Kemp makes his free throws. And with 29 seconds left, the Rockets will try to tie it up. And a push by McMillan. His second. Taken off that protective bandage on the chin. Stitched up at the intermission a couple.
They're going to get Tree Rollins in the game and try to use some extra time for Olajuwon to get him a quick breather here.
Maxwell with a chance to tie. Leads all scorers with 19. And here's the veteran Tree Rollins. He is now in his 16th season and 13th playoffs. Only Jabbar with 18, Dolph Shays 15. Paul Silas, former Sonic, Robert Parrish 14, have been in more playoffs than former star at Clemson.
Well, the problem here is that Tree Rollins is in the game, but the matchup, who is he going to match up against in this situation? Because now what Coach Carl has done with Seattle, he moved in really all forwards and guards. So they should go, whoever Tree Rollins is guard, they should go at him.
Final seconds, the shot clock and game clock are just a couple of tenths of a second apart.
Shawn Kemp must have heard me and said, come here, give me the ball.
Kemp strong to the iron, and he's fouled.
That was smart basketball, Dick. Seattle, as well as Shawn Kemp, saw that he had a mismatch with Tree Rollins, so he said, give me the ball, clear out, I'm going to go 1-4, and just take it. Oh, you saw the Tree could never even get his feet to move.
Just like a breeze moved the tree. The branches moved, but not the trunk.
Yes. Couldn't get them feet to drop step and go backwards.
Well, Kemp has been making hay at the line here in the third period.
Yeah, Kemp has finally gotten into this ball game. He struggled in the first 24 minutes of the game, but now they found a way to get him the ball and get some rhythm. George Karl quickly making some substitutions, getting some defensive players in the game now. Cage back in along with Payton.
Yeah, Maxwell just letting them know that they need him to miss this free throw. And would he oblige? Let's see.
He makes 8 in a row, 8 out of 8 in the game for Shawn Kemp. A 3-point Seattle lead. Maxwell, oh, close. And that is the end of the third period. A big quarter for Seattle, outscoring Houston by 13, and that man, Sam Perkins, led the way. 1 quarter or more to go, 73-70, the home team. Olajuwon with double-digit numbers again and looking for more. 79-74, the Rockets trail. Ori and a foul. Fans wanted to travel. Dana Barros looked to be reaching in. No, it's Perkins that gets the foul, his third.
Good decision by Robert Ori, but he didn't put the ball in the air when he got the contact, so they get a new 24 ball on the side. And they got the starting lineup back in, and let's see if they do a better job of executing, getting the ball inside. Michael Cage.
He's fouling Otis Thorpe, his second, no basket. Rockets led by as much as 11 in the first half. George Karl's team up by as much as 7 here late in the third quarter. Karl, you see that scar on his face? That goes back 30 years. German Shepherd got him on his paper route in Pennsylvania.
Well, right now the bench is really hurt the Houston Rockets. The bench scoring, Seattle has 20 points off their bench. Houston only has 12 points. And that's been the difference.
Olajuwon. Smith for three. A big three to make it 79-77. That'll please the folks watching in the Summit.
But notice again with the starting lineup, they got better spacing, they got a better entry, they got a cleaner look.
Right.
8:45 to go. Johnson for three. And Perkins gives them a new 24.
I'd say right here, you got to go to Sam Perkins. See, right now, he's the only one that can cause you to get double teamed. So if they go into it, he'll make them double team him, and then he can pass out of it.
Perkins leads Seattle with 19.
See, the thing about Sam Perkins is the fact that he can not only shoot from the outside, but he's a good post-up player. And they should use him in these last 8 minutes, especially with Shawn Kemp on the bench.
Olajuwon against Michael Cage. Perkins fouled, I believe, by Otis Thorpe. That's right. Rudy T didn't agree. That's 5 on Thorpe.
You see Perkins, and he gets all of the time to work across the middle. And when he can make that control move, he's going to hurt you. And we'll find out whether they run that play to death and make them adjust it. Otis Thorpe has got 5 personal fouls.
You got to keep going to the well until the well is dry. They're coming right back with a good decision. And Derek McKee just wasn't ready for it.
And really sees the floor well, doesn't he?
Clock with 5.
Pierce. Payton, the guard at 6'4", in there to get the rebound. It's the third chance for Seattle on this trip. 81-77 Sonics. 7.5 minutes to go. Pierce over Olajuwon. Perkins, a fourth chance for the Seattle Sonics. Payton.
He should have waited. He didn't need to shoot that shot right then. And Sam Perkins is doing a great job on the offensive board.
Robert Ory.
You see the difference right there, Dick? They ran a play and got the jumper. You get a wide open jumper and an easy jumper, where just the other time for Seattle, they didn't run a play and they took a long, hard jump shot, and that's what you don't want.
6:40 to go. Payton was 2 for 11 from the floor. 2 for 12. But Cage answers. Big play by Michael Cage.
The reason he got that offensive rebound because Olajuwon goes after everything. He went after that shot by Payton and left Cage wide open, and Cage attacked the offensive board.
Thorpe goes up on an assist from Robert Ory, and a foul.
You see Payton come around. This is a real high degree of difficulty, and Olajuwon thought he could get there. Cage on the inside.
Seattle, the Rockets were born in the NBA in 1967 as the San Diego Rockets, and their first draft choice, well, I'll ask you, Magic.
Well, Pat Riley
out of Kentucky was their #1 pick of the San Diego Rockets, and Riley will be matching wits with Mr. Jackson tomorrow, game 1 at the Garden. The Bulls and the Knicks. That's here on NBC at 3 o'clock Eastern time.
Well, the Rockets were so strong in the first half in making free throws, and they're beginning to unravel here in the second half. And if you ever get in trouble, this is a guy that you want to see under the line. And Otis Thorpe. Thorpe has not been close in any of his 4 attempts.
And Otis Thorpe still looking for that first free throw.
And you can tell he doesn't want to be there either.
6 minutes to go, and Seattle with the ball in a 4-point lead. The winner plays Monday night in Phoenix, game 1 of the Western Finals. Pierce
McKee, and there's Olajuwon's record 30th block, but Seattle gets the 2 anyway. 30 blocks in this series by Olajuwon.
It was good execution of their play. That's what got him that basket. Even though Olajuwon blocked it, it was still good execution.
Olajuwon, an assist to Robert Horry, who has a dozen.
Now the Houston Rockets have finally figured out where this double team is coming from. They're starting to get some cheaper opportunities, throwing the ball to the weak side, Horry over the top.
Well, I think that right now both teams must go to their stars, Olajuwon and Kemp, to now get offense and either make a shot for themselves or for their teammates.
Pierce inside and going down hard is Horry. He had some troubles earlier in the playoff series against the Clippers. His 3rd foul.
Second team foul of the quarter called against Houston. Substitution.
Horry went down like the shot, but he's back up. Pierce is one of the best at carrying the ball to the rim strong, and he goes up, and it just looked like they made contact, and then on the way down, Horry was off balance.
They looked like they tangled their legs together, and Horry got the bad end of that entanglement when he was tangled with Pierce.
Horry stays in, but Thorpe goes out with Carl Herrera in for Houston.
Now this is definitely the man that you want at the free throw line, and Ricky Pierce. I mean, career, he's what, 89%, I think, career.
He's one of the best in the league. He shot 89% in the regular season this year, and he's 4 for 4 today. Leads all scorers with 21.
The Rockets got to remember it's a 6-point game and keep themselves under control. The ball goes off the foot of one of the Sonics, so they'll get it back.
Vernon right here is trying to bust through all the SuperSonics, and he got lucky here. You can't do that. Just take your time. Oh!
A pass by Maxwell to Horry.
And he slammed it home. But you just got to take your time once you get over half court. You can't beat 3 defenders like Maxwell tried to do that time.
This is the matchup that they've really been wearing them out with. That's Perkins against Herrera. See if they get the ball back to Perkins.
And Sam Cooley drops it in. 21 for him.
Well, Dick, they finally found out that they could post that guy up in Sam Perkins and get something good out of it. Not only can he score, but he can also make it.
Horry takes it in against Seattle's Perkins, and it's against Sam. Didn't quite establish defensive position is the ruling.
Well, no, it was against Ricky Pierce. Sam was there, but Ricky Pierce got the foul as he hit him before he got to Sam. There it was right there. As you can see here, watch Ricky Pierce slashing right there. There's a foul before he got to Sam.
Sam saying, hey, Ricky, let me know you're going to do that. I won't stand in here quite that long. Got me right in the chest.
Otis Thorpe has come back in the game, got a quick breather. They know that that is a bad matchup. They can't allow Perkins to have that post position. They're going to have to gamble with Thorpe with 5 personal fouls.
The whole season on the line, the final 4.5 minutes, and Robert Horry makes his 2nd out of 5 free throw attempts.
Well, here, defense and offensive execution is going to win it for either team here in these last 4.5 minutes.
A 4-point game.
Let's see who executes here.
McKee at 6'10", able to bring the ball down. Payton against Kenny Smith. Now the switch, and Smith now on the taller McKee. Can't connect, but knocking it out of bounds was Otis Thorpe of Houston.
Well, somebody, Vernon Maxwell missed the assignment to block Ricky Pierce off, and that made Otis have to then try to grab it out of Ricky Pierce's hand, and he knocked it out. So everybody got to do the little things right here. If you got to make the good pass that time. You got deflected. See?
Smith with Pierce to beat, and Pierce saves the basket but commits his 3rd foul.
See, Dick, now everything has to be perfect now. You only got almost 4 minutes to go. You got to make good passes. Right here, good deflection that time by Robert Horry, and a good outlet by Olajuwon. And see, this is what I said. Offensive execution is going to win, or good defense. one or the other. And that was good defense by Houston.
That sounds like the head, one or the other.
No, what happens is if you play good defense and then you still got to go down and execute on offense.
Smith, 87.8% three-point shooter, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 in this one. And he pulls the Rockets within 2. The only best-of-7 series this round to go, the full 7, and they're right down to a 2-point game with 3:44 to go.
See, what Seattle is doing is going to Ricky Pierce all the time. That play works. And what's happening here is what they're doing, they're having Ricky Pierce curl around Derek McKee and making Houston switch. And when they switch, then Maxwell's got to hold Derek McKee because he's 6'10".
And he's right on the basket. So that is one of the things that they'll try to keep coming to.
Kemp is very quiet as he fires a little short. Perkins saves it. New 24 with 3:19 to go. Way short is Kemp. Boy, he's had 2 tough offensive games back to back. 3 for 8 today is Shawn Kemp. And here come the Rockets, a chance to tie with a 2, but you know they love the 3. 3 minutes to go, 8 on the shot clock.
Well, they want to get the ball into Olajuwon and let him go for this time back.
1 second and Smith for 3. Rebound Kemp. Thorpe very close to picking up his 6th. Pierce inside. Rebound Maxwell.
So you can't drive into him.
To Thorpe on the run. And Otis Thorpe ties it at 89.
Give Maxwell credit, Dick. Excellent feed from half court. Zip the pass through for the layup.
2 teams that started way back in the fall of last year in Japan, a 2-game series. Tied with 2:19 to go. And Derek McKee, Casper the Ghost, has given Seattle a basket advantage with his 8th point.
Both teams are dead tired. You know, they're sitting here saying, man, they can't believe they're in a dogfight game, but both teams are giving it all they got, but they are tired.
Well, it comes down to mental toughness and will, and which team really wants it the most and is going to make the big play.
Off the hands of Olajuwon to Seattle. He touched it last. It's a good call. Houston has called timeout, and Rudy Tomjanovich arguing the call. It appeared there was a Seattle deflection, and then it went through the hands of Hakeem from our angle.
And getting the penetration, Kenny Smith thought he got it right inside, and the ball popped off. And from that angle, it's difficult to see whether Olajuwon got it or not. You get another look, it went off the back.
For the ball to see.
He's going to make the ball go up and over Olajuwon's hand. See? Bam, up and over his hand.
It was Houston's ball. That's the reaction right there, saying, no way it went off of me. That's my reaction, too. I always used to get that reaction. Even though if it went off of me, I would have still gave that reaction.
You talk too much.
and during that entire timeout, Olajuwon stared down at Rush, the official who made the call.
Every dribble, every defensive move, every shot now aimed toward Phoenix with 1:43 to go.
They forced the switch.
Payton has not had a good shooting game. Over Olajuwon. And there's Otis Thorpe to pull down the rebound. Bound a minute and a half to go. Payton 2 for 13 shooting for Seattle.
Well, look for them to try to go into Hakeem again. I think they got to look to try to go into him quicker than like 5 seconds like they have been.
With 7 seconds, he drops it. Nothing but net.
Well, see, the last time, Dick, he's been taking the double team and passing out of it. This time he said, I'm not going to pass it. I'm going to make sure I shoot this one.
Approaching the 1-minute mark, a tie game.
And see if they get Perkins to make the Houston Rockets react.
Makes the defensive play, and now with less than a minute to go, it's the Rockets with the ball.
Beautiful
beautiful play by Hakeem because what he did, he went straight up and then he used his body. He didn't try to block the shot. He just stayed there right in front of Kemp and made him shoot a bad shot.
Same play.
2 seconds. They got to hurry now. 1. The count goes, and Ori with just a hair left on that 24 seconds. Able to get his 18th point of the rookie from Alabama. Gives the Rockets a 2-point lead with 32+ seconds to go.
Okay, what happens here is, okay, last time down, Olajuwon took the shot on the double team. This time he said, well, I'm going to pass it to Horry, and he just got it all. Oh! And you know what happened from there. 2 points. And the coach's reaction said, oh, I designed it just like that. That was me. I designed it.
They didn't retire his number 45 in Houston for nothing. Seattle's ball with 32+ remaining.
Well, look for Ricky Pierce, Sam Perkins, or Shawn Kemp to take this shot. Now they've been running Ricky Pierce on Maxwell, so they're coming right back with it posted.
They're posting up Pierce.
Pierce over Maxwell. Oh, it's a tough 10-footer to tie it at 93. 23 to lead Seattle. Ricky Pierce. What a series. They began in Japan 94 games ago against each other, and now they have 23.9 seconds left in their season. One of them. Regular season, they each won 55. Each has won 6 in the playoffs, and they're tied with the shot clock off. Final seconds as Ricky Pierce drains a tough 10-footer. What are they doing here, Magic?
Well, they just bumping and saying, good shot. Yeah, come on. We got him now. But let's look for Houston to try to get it into Olajuwon. You know that. But if they can't do that, they're going to look to penetrate, try to get a foul or a layup, and if somebody comes, then dish it to somebody else for the open shot.
Well, they're going to put the ball in the hands of Kenny Smith, and what they want to do is hold for the last shot. You can take the last shot and either win the game or go into overtime, and that's what Kenny Smith is doing, watching the clock and trying to get the ball to Olajuwon in a solo situation.
There it is. Maxwell to Smith. Overtime. Kenny Smith off the rim at the buzzer.
They got a good shot, though. Give them credit. That's all you want in a situation like this. You want a good shot, and they got an excellent look at it.
They surround Olajuwon, and Maxwell picks it up. Kenny Smith had plenty of daylight. That ball was just a little bit too flat and on the line.
And Shawn Kemp, as he went for that rebound, leaning way back, may have injured his back. You see Tom Janovich, he thought he had it. He had a great outside shooter in Smith taking that final pop. But Kemp was helped off the field, off the court, holding the small of his back. And we'll check with Dan Hicks to see how serious that injury might be. We're on to overtime when we return to Seattle.
Lazy on your squats. Squat underneath it. Up and down. That's it.
Quick turnovers. Show me another one.
Take him to it, Al. Take him to it, Al.
It's loud, it's wild, it's raucous, and it will certainly be very emotional.
Breakout. Catch and shoot. Street. Yes! Michael Red! 57 points! No fair again. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Here's Carter for the tie! Yes!
serve.
Welcome back to the NBA's greatest games.
To the 5-minute overtime period, tied at 93. Apparently Shawn Kemp just wincing at the pain, stretching for that last shot. He's okay. This game atypical of the series where the home team has won handily each time. As we said at the start of the game, a 14-point average win for Houston at the Summit and a 15-point spread for Seattle when they played here. But this one comes down to overtime to meet Phoenix on Monday night. Yeah, apparently Phoenix, the entire team watching in their locker room, and they can't start preparing for their opponent until someone wins this.
Yeah, the reason they're there because they want to see who's going to win, but they then can go out and practice and get ready for that particular team, whoever wins this game. So Phoenix is just sitting there.
What do you think they're cheering for, Magic?
Well, I think they would want to play Seattle more than they would want to play Houston because of Hakeem. Their difficulties maybe matching up with him. But knowing Charles, he'll probably tell you, oh, just bring me either one of them.
Hurry up.
Yeah. Yeah, they're happy about this overtime game. That's probably wearing them out more. So Phoenix is
Hakeem, maybe his best shot of the game to open the overtime.
Now, he made a couple of big ones earlier, one to put him ahead, and then this one to start the overtime. Let's see how the Rockets respond. With this starting group, they get better balance. They spread the ball. They're able to get the ball into Olajuwon. He kicks it back out.
Off a deflected pass, and Perkins rebounds. Perkins with 8 boards. Ricky Pierce. Oh, Kemp up with a great try at the rebound, and he fouls Olajuwon. Or no, he did not. I guess he knocked it out of bounds, and that'll be to Houston.
Derek McKee, using all of his offensive ability against Thorpe, very quickly goes up with a nice little jump hook.
Into Olajuwon. Pass Otis Thorpe. Thorpe just waits around, and a team finds him enough to make those sure shots.
Dick, last year he couldn't make that pass. This is a different Olajuwon now. He can pass out of double team. He can read the defense well. Boy, is he playing well.
He's 1 assist away from a triple-double. Payton, they want him to shoot. Oh, Thorpe knocked it away from his teammate Olajuwon. Out of bounds to Seattle. 3:17 to go.
SuperSonics substitution, number 10.
You talk about being able to read. He's been double teamed so much that he knows and feels where it's coming from now. Drops that one in for Otis Thorpe to tie the ball game up.
McMillan for Payton.
They keep going to Ricky Pierce. They got a switch now.
Over Olajuwon. Good rebound. Blocked by Olajuwon. Still alive in Seattle. Scrambling. Comes up with it again. Pierce blocked again by Olajuwon. And now a foul.
Oh, man. I don't know. Maybe the one that Derek McKee had maybe was a block. But this one is green here.
As he's saying how, you'll see Ricky Pierce come out of a scrum down here, ball underneath, and Olajuwon standing straight up and hovering, just knocks that one back down.
Ricky Pierce shooting.
4th foul on Hakeem Olajuwon.
And you missed the call on the back with Ricky Pierce. Now you put him on the line.
And the guy they don't want in terms of Houston, they don't want to see him on the line.
It's 5 in a row today.
Another angle, but you can see it's a clear, clean block for Olajuwon.
Have to see what they might have found wrong with that effort.
Well, they said he went up under him, but the big man looked like he went straight up.
Pierce, perfect from the line. Now has 25 to lead Seattle.
Let's see if they come back and go with the same play. They've been running one play for the last most of the fourth quarter and definitely all of overtime.
The whole idea is the defense is reacting to Olajuwon.
And Hakeem, a tough fall away. Pierce rebounds. Now Seattle with a 2-point lead and the ball. 2:25 to go. Perkins pressured by Ori, and
Ed first signal to Houston, then he said no. Well, he did touch it, and then gave the ball back to Seattle.
Rudy Tomjanovich all the way into the backcourt to argue timeout.
Down the right side, forced to the baseline, forces at the horn, he hit it.
It's game time. Are you ready?
Oh, Bobby Jackson, what a shot.
Pass comes into Turkler. He fires out of the corner.
Let's it go for three.
Pierce off the bounce in the paint. Back to Delonte for the game. Yes! Delonte went at the buzzer.
Duncan. Yes. To Tayshaun. Spins to the lane. Puts it up. Lefty fills it up. Baseline drive. Kid throws it up. How did he do it?
Superman just took off on another flight without his cape. We're having too much fun out there.
DeMello, alley-oop.
Oh, baby. Lady Will for the win. He got it. Fred Bauer hits the buzzer beater.
With 3 to 2 for the winner.
Here's Marbury on the drive. He's in three. Let's go back to that last call, gentlemen, and it appears Seattle gets another break.
Sam Perkins with the basketball, and he just throws it too high, trying to feed the ball to Ricky Pierce. Ori doesn't get there in time to even get a piece of it. You see from that angle, you get another angle. You can see that ball just sailed out of bounds and should have been a turnover for Rudy Tomjanovich and his Houston Rockets. So it's been 2 consecutive bad calls, and now we'll have to see whether the Rockets drop their heads and allow the officiating to affect them, or they can play through. It's still a 2-point ball game.
With 2:15 to go. 6 on the shot clock. Kemp. Shawn Kemp with 16 and a 4-point Sonic lead.
Well, Dick, really, Olajuwon helped him to make that shot because he jumped so high that Kemp said, I got to shoot it over him, and made it go in for him.
Robert Ori, 3-pointer. Olajuwon can't get it. Perkins does.
Excellent box out by Sam Perkins.
Ori goes down in the backcourt. It's 5 against 4 for Seattle.
And the Sonics stopped and waited for
and Ori, who was injured, came into the picture, and Seattle didn't expect him. And there's a foul on McMillan as Smith on the drive. Third on Kenny Smith.
He had to get this ball up higher. He knew Olajuwon was coming. He got the good lift and the elevation, and then lobbed it up, and yes.
Carl wearing a tie that has all the names of his players, the Sonic players. Hand-painted tie.
Yeah,
that even Don Nelson would be proud of.
When we were in Phoenix, I think they started that. I think Barkley had a tie like that, or they had one out on him.
There's only room for one name on Barkley's tie. Meanwhile, Kenny Smith waited as they mopped the floor. Fouls on McMillan, his third. Smith is perfect today, 6 out of 6, looking for his 17th point.
Well, you know, the Seattle made a big mistake on that last 5-on-4. They should have attacked, went right to the basket. Instead, they looked like they were confused. That they were like saying, "Oh man, we got a 5-on-4. What did we do?" Instead of going down and attacking. And so it cost them 2 right here.
McKee was stunned when he didn't find Horry guarding him. He's got an advantage. Horry is obviously bothered by some leg problems right now.
7 on the shot clock. Pierce with 4 over Maxwell. That's a 3-pointer. Rebound, Horry.
You got to almost have a timeout here unless they know what they want to do. This is a big possession right here.
1 minute to go. Rockets looking for a tying basket or a 3 for the lead. Oh, Maxwell thought about the 3. That's Olajuwon.
Yeah, good call. He grabbed his arm.
So Olajuwon will go to the line.
Lucky for Seattle that the referee did see it, because he was going for a dunk if he hadn't grabbed his arm, because he had the lane all the way. Here it is again.
Foul.
He split the defense. Right here, he's going to split the defensive players, and one of them grabbed his arm.
Perkins, number 4.
Okay.
Olajuwon is 8 for 8 shooting from the stripe.
Well, Olajuwon, he needs 1.
And he gets one. 99-98 with 52 seconds to go.
Whether the best play that the Sonics have is with Sam Perkins being either the guy that receives the ball or he's a passer. Can they get the ball into Perkins? 7 on the shot clock.
He's got it. What a shot by Perkins. It'll take a 3-pointer to tie it with 27 seconds to go.
He's always been a big game player with the Lakers. Game 1, Chicago. My last year, he hit a big 3-pointer to win that game for us. Sam Perkins is a man who can post up, he can shoot from the outside. Right here, he's going to show you why they went inside to him, because he can fall away. Even though you have good position on him, he can still fall away from you and make the basket. Quiet Sam.
He's had 18 in this half, Magic. Trade that sent Benoit Benjamin and the rookie Doug Christie down to the Lakers at midseason may prove the biggest move Seattle made all year.
Well, Rob Horry just went over to Ed Rush and said, "I'm going to shoot it." And I don't know whether he's going to get another shot.
Olajuwon singled up on Perkins.
Good play.
So with 15 seconds to go.
See,
a 1-point game.
That's good basketball. That's smart basketball. You go in, get the quick 2, now foul, send them to the line. Hey, you might make him miss 1 or 2. If you get 2,
they had 1 to give. So now the next one will be the penalty, but they get Ricky Pierce back in the ball game, or they want a better free thrower in there.
Well, you got to deny him. You got to put 2 men on Ricky Pierce and let anybody else have it. The inbound, the man who's taking it out, man, should be doubling Ricky Pierce.
The man to foul would be Payton.
He's out of the ball game. You got to foul.
Or
Kemp,
McMillan.
if you can get to him. They get to Derek McKee very quickly.
And Derek McKee, as he walks to the other end, he is a 74% free throw shooter. And this is his first attempt today. 14 seconds. So even if he makes them both, plenty of time for Houston to go down and set up for what they do best, the 3-point shot.
There's Maxwell talking to him again, getting in his face, trying to disturb him. The crowd sees it. They don't like it. Maxwell is trying to just throw him off his rhythm.
Mad Max.
Well, Maxwell is a competitor.
That's
and
right.
He wants this game. He's been fighting for everything, and he wants 1 miss, at least 1 miss to give him a chance to tie. There it is.
There's the one. That's the one he wanted. Now, you don't have to go for a 3. If he makes it, you can still go down and get a good shot. Probably be a timeout by Rudy T. Probably. They call a good play.
That's the reason you want to take that one quick shot if it's there. He missed the ball.
Oh. Now timeout, Houston with a basket, meaning a victory for the Rockets and this playoff title. Dan Hicks is with us.
All right, Dick, I just overheard in the Houston huddle the same game plan as just a couple of moments ago. Get it down to Hakeem Olajuwon down low. If he can't get a shot, get it to somebody that can penetrate, maybe draw the foul. Dick?
Thanks, Dan. 13-6 in overtime. The Rockets with the ball and a 1-point deficit.
Well, they got to go quickly because they want to give themselves 2 chances to tie or win the game. This is not the situation it was similar where they could hold for the last shot.
And this is a big, you know, the inbound, you got to get that ball in. So this is big for them to get it in, first of all.
Into Olajuwon. There he goes down in the hole. The double team. Maxwell. Rebound Seattle. With less than a second to go. Shawn Kemp gets the melon. And that should do it.
Maxwell got a good look, but he was fading just a little bit. That ball bounced off, and you can see Horry pushes. And what they want is some more time back on the clock. So they got 0.8 of a second. They got timeout. So Kemp is going to have to step up and make at least one free throw. You could also be in this situation and miss a free throw and let the time run out.
Well, with me, I try to make one and miss it. Let the time run out. Have it come off or long.
He hasn't missed all day. That's 9 in a row. 102-100. 17 points for Kemp, who made just 1 point, amazingly, in Game 6.
They may be talking about that same strategy, you know, at the free throw line.
Don't give them a chance because you know they're going to take a timeout. Perkins and McMillan go to Kemp and say, look, and Carl is saying, make the free throw.
Yes, he's saying, put it down because they all asked him, what do you want us to do, or Kemp to do?
He made it. So the timeout called by Houston, and they'll have less than a second to try to get a 3 launch.
You know, that was smart basketball by the Seattle SuperSonics. First of all, they all discussing, okay, what do you want us to do with the second one with Shawn Kemp? They looked over to Coach Carl. He said, no, make it instead of missing it. So he went in and made the free throw. Well, look for a lot of picks. A lot of picks. They want to really get a switch or something. Uh-oh, he got Olajuwon open.
Olajuwon takes it.